were learning about resolution, right? We've seen one example of resolution with respect to Wumpus world. Now, let's study resolution in details. What we have to do for resolution? Okay, we have to use CNF. Okay, in order to use resolution with respect to propositional logic, what you have to do is, your first step is you have to convert your propositions in CNF form. CNF form you must have learnt in your discrete mathematics and TOC and so on. So what is CNF? CNF, as I said, literals. What is literal? A single variable, right? Variable or its negation. Then if I join them with the help of conjunctions or disjunctions, what do I get? I get clauses. So now what we have to do for CNF is, CNF is conjunction of clauses. Okay, clauses are disjunction of literals. That is, literals I need to combine with the help of disjunction, okay, or sign, and these clauses further I need to combine them with the help of conjunction, that is and sign. Okay, so this is CNF. Okay, so these are the rules for CNF. How do I convert it into CNF? So if I have disjunction, if I have bidirectional implication, okay, A bidirectional implies B. So what I need to do is, in order to convert it into CNF, these are the rules to convert to CNF. What I need to do is, in order to convert that statement into CNF, I need to put it in this format. A implies B, B implies A. Okay, if implication exists, okay, if I have A implies B, I need to replace it by not of A or B. This is the second rule. And the third rule is, you need to use De Morgan's law. If you have like that, negation of A, you call it as A. If you have like that, negation of A and B, you need to open it, negation of A or negation of B. Negation of A or B, you need to open it, negation of A and negation of B. In this fashion, we need to convert it. So, the statement which I have written below, okay, this is one literal, this is one literal, we are combining the two literal with or sign. So this is one clause, this whole is one clause. This is my second clause. How am I combining the clauses? I am combining the clauses using this sign. Okay, so this, right, I need to combine the clauses using conjunction, and I need to combine the literals using disjunction. So this as a whole, I call it as CNF. So these were the three rules how I convert a propositional logic into CNF format. So if I have, I repeat, if I have bidirectional, just replace it by these two. A implies B and its inverse B implies A. If I have implication, just replace it by negation of A or B. Use De Morgan's law. Okay, that is, open the negation brackets. Okay, so finally you should get this kind of statement. That is nothing but CNF, conjunctive normal form. Okay, so this is the rule, first rule. Now for example, here we have done one example. Initially I should have knowledge base. What is there in knowledge base? Of course, prepositions are there in knowledge base. Okay, so now you have to take every clause of your knowledge base. So I can say this is one clause, this is one clause. Okay, so you have to take knowledge base and you have to convert it, every clause into CNF format. So P implies Q, replace it by negation of P or Q, as we have already seen how to replace it, right? Then replace this one also. Fine. So what do I get? Negation of Q or negation of Q or R and S. So open that bracket. So R and S gets converted into or sign. Okay, you can solve it and see. Fine. So after doing this, after converting it to CNF, so my first step is done, that every statement of my knowledge base I have converted into CNF. After that, what I need to do is resolve. Now resolve means what? I need to check if this has something common with this. So I can say that here I have Q and here I have not of Q. If I resolve both, so what do I get? Negation of P or R. Negation of P or R, that is negation of P or R. This is what I get. So I can also call it as P implies R. Okay, this is if I was doing with knowledge base 1 or 2. Okay, now knowledge base 1, instead of resolving it with 2, I can also resolve it with 3. Why? Because Q is common over here. So in this case, what do I get? Cut Q and cut negation of Q. So what do I get? Negation of P or S. So my output is negation of P or S, that I can also call as P implies S. Okay. So what was my knowledge base was initially having only these statements. So new statements can be added further is this one and this one. Okay, so that is nothing but resolution. Let us see examples based on the resolution. So now over here, okay, statement is given. My first statement is B11 double implies, or I can say bidirectional implication with this statement. So I need to open it, right? So what I'll do is B11 implies, okay, single implies this, and means I have to write A implies B and B implies A. So here I have A means my this B11 implies this whole bracket, and the second one implies the first one. Okay, then I need to open this implication bracket, right? What do I get? A implies B is nothing but not of A or B. So open it, not of first state term or B, and not of this whole statement and not of the statement or this. So I opened this part also and I opened this part also. Okay, so after opening I'll also open this brackets, right? So or will be as this. I get this particular statement B11 not of B11 or P12, it is the same, or P21. I just removed brackets, and I want to remove brackets from this side also. So when I put negation on bracket, my or gets changed to and. Okay, so here I get negation of P12 and negation of P21 or B11 in this fashion. Okay, now I also want to open this bracket. So what does it means? This term is the same, first term is the same. What about second term? This or B11, right? This or B11, this or B11, right? They are joined with the help of and. We have opened this bracket, right? We have anded ORed it with it. Okay, so finally, why we have done this? Because we want and outside the bracket or within the bracket. Mind well, resolution will work only if your statement is of this form, that conjunction, this clauses, within the clauses you should have or, like literals should be joined with the help of or, and clauses should be joined with the help of and. That is, it should be in CNF. Then and then resolution can work. Now let us see how our resolution can work. So previously we got 3 clauses generated, right? Just now we have done it. We converted into CNF, and after converting it into CNF, 3 clauses are generated. 1, 2, 3. So I copied the 3 clauses over here. This is clause 1, this is clause 2, this is clause 3. No need of writing comma and sign. Comma sign will do. Okay. And you can see there is one more clause included. Now what is this clause? This is nothing but what output do you want? Okay. So what output do you want out of this? I want to prove that it is equal. This all things are equal to B11. Okay. So what output do I want? I want the output as B11. So what you have to do is you have to add 4th clause as negation of the output that you want. Okay. I want to prove that particular statement is equal to B11, or okay. So take negation of B11. What is negation of B11? Negate of B1. I just added it as my 4th clause. Don't forget this step. Okay. Then after that, now we have to apply resolution. Check at the first term and the second term. You can take any combination, not necessarily first and second. You can go for second, third, you can go for third, fourth, like that, anything. Okay. Randomly you can take. So I'll take first and second term. We have marked it, like what are we doing? Okay. So take from first term, I can see that P12, this P12 I'm having over here, and its complementary term P, not of P12 I'm having. So I'll remove this term and I'll remove this term. It gets resolved. Okay. Rather than removed, use the word resolved. So what remains over here? Negation of B11 or P21. And what remains over here in this is only B11. Okay. And the rest part is as it is. Yet we didn't apply anything on it. Okay. Now again, talking about first and second term. I have B11 over here, negation of B11 over here, and B11 over here. So again, these 2 terms are removed. What remains over here is P21. What remains over here is nothing. And these 2 terms are again as it is. Now apply it on this term and this term. Okay. Again, what do I have? There is complementary term over here, complementary term over here. It gets removed, right? So there's nothing over here, nothing over here. What gets remained over here is B11. What gets remained over here is negation of B11. So again, this term goes, this term goes. You can see that all 4 clauses have become empty. So what do I have? I have a null set. And therefore, I'm successful. Like I can conclude that because I got null set, our conclusion that B11 is true. It is satisfied. This is the way. Okay. So here comes the algorithm. What I want to do is whatever knowledge base was given to us, whatever we have done, we'll just revise in the form of steps. Whatever knowledge base was given to us, I want to derive x out of it. Okay, so this sign, we have already learned that this sign means concludes or entails. I want to say that knowledge base entails x. Okay, so what is my way? I need to prove that it disapproves it. Okay, I need to say that it is not proving it. Okay, so in what I need to do in knowledge base, I need to add a new statement, that is negation of x. What does my algorithm says? My algorithm says that convert knowledge base to CNF. This is my first step, convert knowledge base to CNF. After that, apply iteratively the resolution rule starting from knowledge base, the way we have done in the example. Iteratively we have to apply our resolution rule. What is resolution rule? If I am having A or B, and secondly I am having negation of B or C, then my conclusion or inference is A or C. So that rule I have to apply iteratively wherever it is possible. And when do I have to stop? I have to stop when empty clause is reached, as we reached in our example, or no new sentences can be derived. If I get empty clause, then I can say that entailment is successful. Then I can say that knowledge base entails X. But if no new sentences can be derived and we did not reach empty clause, then I say that knowledge base does not conclude X. Okay, it is that simple. So we have one more example on it. Here I have example for resolution. Okay, now what is our first step? Knowledge base is given to us. So our knowledge base is having these statements. What do we do is, first of all, convert the knowledge base into CNF. And what do I have to prove? I have to prove S. Okay, that is what I should get the conclusion. So I'll take the first clause of it. First clause is P or P and Q. So P and Q is already in CNF, don't do anything. Next is P implies R. So I do it as negation of P or R. The third one is Q and S implies S. So we have also opened it, converted into CNF. After converting into CNF, take all the clauses. This is clause 1. Okay, now as I said, and, okay, so we don't have to give the and signs, remove and signs, just take all the clauses. P is one clause, Q is the other clause. Okay, this is the other and this is the other. Now what to do? Add one more clause. What is that? Negation of S. Okay, so negation of S we are adding, and finally we got the set of clauses. So we are having total 5 clauses in our set of clauses. So let us start how to do this. Is very simple. We have written all the 5 clauses together. Okay, so now this one and this one, this clause and this clause. So what do I have? Remove not of P and P. What do I get? Is only R. Next, Q with this, right? Resolve Q with this. I said randomly you can select any clause, whatever you wish. Okay, now what remains over here? You go on writing down over here. That is a good practice. Now what remains over here? Q, and here I have not of Q. So we can resolve this not of Q and Q. What do we get is not of R and S, not of R or S. Okay, whatever remains over here we have written. Now from these, can I resolve? Yes, I can resolve. Here it is not of R and here it is R. So what remains over here is S. What remains over here is not of S. Again they both get resolved. Okay, so here S gets resolved with not of S, and what remains is empty set. Okay, what remains out is empty set. Now because empty set remains, that's why I say that I have proved it. Okay, we proved S. We can say that knowledge base has entailed S. Okay, so our next topic is resolution in first order logic, which we will see in our next video. Thank you for now.